Okay people, this is my first bike ride on my new Trek bike. I'm going to be riding on the bike path from Dockweiler Beach to hopefully Manhattan Beach. I don't know how well I'll handle the new bike and the new seat, so that's a big I don't know. I'm walking right now so I can talk into the mic. I'd like to go to Manhattan, which is not that much further. I mean, I'd like to go to Hermosa, which is like 1.5 miles further from Manhattan. And then once you get to Manhattan, Redondo is like another 1.5 miles. And then PV is just another couple miles. So once you get to Manhattan, it's pretty easy to do. I did the bike ride last 2 weeks ago on a 20-inch folding bike without a camera. And I hadn't ridden in over a year. It was a 20-mile bike ride, and by the time I was riding back, I could barely sit on the seat. I was in so much pain. But 20-inch folding bikes are not meant for 20-mile rides, especially when you don't do this for a year. So I'm walking up this hill now so that I don't wear myself out. That's usually where I burn myself out right at the start of the ride, and then I'm just wiped out. So I'm going to walk up this hill, and this is the first time using the GoPro. I have another battery, spare battery. Memory card should be able to record. I'm doing 720p. Video's probably going to be 2 or 3 hours. 720 at 60 frames on the new GoPro 4K. Hyper stabilization is enabled. I just put some sunscreen on my forehead, on my face. I can already feel my eyes starting to burn. So this is going to be a heck of a ride. I don't know how well this is positioned for recording, but here we go, people. The new Trek bike. Definitely different than the 20-inch folder. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know what the audio is like riding in to the wind. I don't know why this guy is standing here. I gotta figure out how to shift this thing just to make it easier for me. Okay, that's what I need to do. So I don't know if the seat is adjusted right. They adjusted it. I don't know if it's good for me. The handlebars are definitely weird because I'm leaning forward. Okay, no. Oh boy. I just was trying to switch gears into a lighter gear, and I pressed on the brake and almost fell. Okay, so I've got it in an easier gear, and I just sailed up this hill without a problem. I'm on the sidewalk right now because I don't like riding the city streets. I'm trying to get to the bike path. So the bike is a really nice ride so far. I don't know how I'm going to do leaning forward. There's a lot of pressure on my wrists that I'm not used to. No cars behind me. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get used to switching gears. My only hope is that I don't get a flat tire and that the chain doesn't come off while I'm riding, because I have no clue how to fix it, and I have nothing to fix it. And there are some bike shops in the area on the way. So it says road closed through traffic. I don't know if that means me. Let's hope there's nothing going on down here. Yeah, I should be able to get on the sidewalk. All right, so we're going to keep the camera going the whole way. I do hope that it records. I don't know. I'll find out in a couple hours when I get home. All right, time to walk across the street. Yeah, I'm not one of those hardcore bikers that rides all over the road. My eyes are totally tearing. There's tears running down my eyes from from the sunscreen. We're off to a bad start. Bad start being that I did not bring the wrench for the new GoPro bracket that I just bought from SureWow, and it's already loosened. I've only gone 3/4 of a mile. So the whole goal was to record this video. Obviously you record a video. The whole goal was to record this ride, and I forgot the wrench, and this sucks because now I'm not going to be able to do it. Thank you. Oh my God, I brought everything I needed, everything, except I forgot to put that wrench in the package because I was worried this was going to happen. And it happened. All right, so I'm going to be returning this SureWow because you know, 3/4 of a mile, and this has already ruined the whole plan of recording the ride. This is bogus. This is really bogus, and I'm going to lose the screws by riding. This is going back on Amazon. This totally sucks. This really sucks. And I don't have any other. I don't have a wrench. I don't have any way to record this. So. Yeah, there's no way to do this. I didn't bring the helmet things. I'm going to buy an official GoPro bracket tonight, and I'm going to return this. Bogus. Oh, I'm not happy about this. That was the whole plan of this ride. Okay. Was to document the first thing. I've got the bracket it's holding. I slid it over to the wider part of the handlebars, and the camera is not rocking right now. This sucks. Switching gears. All right, so 13 minutes into the ride, 5 minutes wasted on the bracket. Oh boy. I knew I should have put that in the bag. That was the one thing that I did not bring. I brought the water, brought the food, I have the sunscreen, the camera, the extra battery, and so it's going to be a ride. I don't know how long I'll be able to do this before I have to try to take this bracket off. Right now I don't have to hold it, but it's a good ride. Was to take some photographs along the way and post them, but my main interest right now is just to finish this 20-mile ride, and I'm not really doing too good of a speed. I really wish I could raise these handlebars up a couple inches. I don't like leaning down, but it's a much nicer ride, a nicer glide than it was on the folding bike. Of course, I'm only 1 mile into this thing. I wish the camera was pointing down a little further, but I'm worried that it's gonna start to shake and fall over. And if I could find a bike shop over here, I could go in and they would probably tighten it down for me or sell me a wrench. So I don't know if you're looking up at the sky, if this is looking up at the sky or looking down on the path, but I can't really do a fast ride like I wanted to. The main goal is to try to capture video and to see how well the ride is compared to the 20-inch bike, but also to see if I want to spend the extra money to have the handlebars raised up a little bit. My legs are extended a lot more than on the 20-inch, so I'm getting a better ride. I'm already feeling it in my thighs, and I've only been going for a few minutes. How long have I ridden for? 15 minutes? A mile and a quarter. A lot of that was walking and messing around with the Sherwood bike bracket. I put the official GoPro bracket in my cart on Amazon just in case. And I can tell you, I'm going to buy it. I don't know if it's going to fit this handlebar, but I think it will. But I do not want to use this bracket that I really like because it has the you can turn it. You can turn it to the it's got a ratchet on there. I did a video review on it. And that's why I really liked it, was the ratchet. But I won't even be able to use the ratchet because I'm worried that if I turn the bracket, the whole thing's gonna come loose again or fall off. So one thing I thought I had learned my lesson is you spend your money and you buy the good stuff, you buy quality. I read the reviews on the GoPro handlebar and they weren't that, the bracket and it wasn't that good. And then I looked at them again and the people, most of the complaints were kind of wussy. So I am gonna buy it tonight. I'm gonna go home and put a return to the Sherwood bracket. It's too bad because if they would have done what GoPro does, which is take the screws and mount them into a handle so that you don't need a wrench, you can just turn it and tighten it down or loosen it, then this would be a great bracket. And the other thing I don't like about the bracket is the opening is just a little too tiny for the Trek handlebar. And so I couldn't even use the angled Allen wrench. I had to go use a straight wrench to get in there and tighten it down because it was taking forever. I'd love to turn this towards the ocean. Can I? So that's the thing I like about this bracket. I just don't like that it came loose on me within 3/4 of a mile of starting. So I'm going to look, and hopefully the GoPro has a ratchet and turns sideways, rotates. If it does, I'm going to buy it tonight. If not, I think I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to buy the helmet bracket. Now, I'm not again, this is my first time on the bike. The seat's a little awkward for me. My butt always is sore on a bike. The handlebars are a little weird for me. I'm not in the best shape for riding long distance. I don't do it that often. I'm just starting up again to start burning calories and get back out here. So, it's all going to be a rough day for me. It's going to be a rough day. We are 2 miles into a 20-mile ride. Maybe 2 miles into a 12-mile ride. I might just stop at Manhattan and give it up. And then go home and shoot some video of the fill the boot firemen collecting for MDA this weekend. So I don't know. There's not a lot of strain in the shoulders. I'm definitely sitting up. There goes the bracket. I'm sitting up, but all right, we got a bus coming towards me, so let's go turn this. See, that's the neat thing about this bracket, is I'm able to do that. So if I don't get the GoPro, I'm going to have to get a bracket that allows rotation. Rotation of the nation. Is this a county bus? Transit system. A tour bus. With people on it. California used to be like most states where a bike rider must follow the same rules as a car, but California passed a law, which I believe is already in effect. Okay, let's go switching gears down to a lower gear. We're going up to a hill now. So they passed a law that said a bicycle rider does not have to stop at a stop sign. This bike is really cool for hills, okay? I love the gears. I spent some extra money on this seat. I forget what it is. And I'm already sore. But I think I'm going to be sore no matter what. Somebody said I need to buy that butt gel. Somebody else said I got to build up the calluses on my tuchus. And other people have said that's just how it is riding a bike. So as far as the gears, I definitely like the gear control. I'm already starting to get out of breath a little bit. I like the gear control. I'm still getting used to switching the gears. It's all new to me. Okay, let me go into 3. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop soon. Oh my God. Alright, I gotta get on the bike path now. And there goes the dumb bracket again. Unbelievable. Man, this just really screwed things up today. Sucks. This totally sucks. This really sucks. I'm going to look for a bike shop and see if I can get this tightened down while I'm riding, so at least I can enjoy the ride. This was not supposed to happen, so but we all make mistakes. My planning was not as good as I thought, because that wrench should have been with the bike the day that I put it on, because I had a feeling this might happen. So no more blaming me. We're on the ride. We're gonna do it. We're in gear 1. I gotta get in gear 2. Whoa, is that tight? So I think if I wasn't worried about the camera so much, I might be having a better ride. Look at this. Let's just walk around. Oh boy, am I feeling this in the legs. Did I go in a higher gear or a lower gear? Alright, I'll learn. It's going to take me a while to learn which buttons to press. Or levers, or levers. Yeah, I'll go find a bike shop. See if they have one of those little all-in-one tools. Maybe I can get this thing tightened up so I can finish the ride. I'll need it either way. I should have bought it one, but windy, it's dry, very thirsty. I was thinking of buying one of those bags with a water bladder. I'm not sure I'd want 4 pounds of weight on my shoulders while I ride. Okay, so the bracket's holding now. I'm not sure how long that's going to last. Is it a media chopper? So that's the really cool thing about this bracket, is it rotates. And I'm not sure how many times I'm gonna come out here and video the same rides, but I just put a lot of money into the camera and the bracket, so I might do it a lot more than I'm thinking. Good motivation. a real slow pedal, 10 miles an hour. There were some times on the folding when I was doing 15 to 20, but I'm being really careful on this bike right now, getting used to it, dealing with the camera and the ride and everything else. I'm focusing way too much on this camera and not on the road. Let's see again, it's rotating and spinning. So I might go into a bike shop. On the road, on the ride, see if they have the GoPro bracket at a good price. And if not, I might just buy the pocket Allen headset, or maybe they'll just tighten it down for me. Who knows? So 10 miles an hour, this is going to take me 2 hours to do. My last ride was 3 hours and 15 minutes. So I'd like to gear this thing up better and do a better ride, but I'm still not into it. And I'm very thirsty. And I know it's going to be a long ride, and I don't want to burn myself out again. Fixing up her hair ahead. Okay, so we're at the 7.5 mile mark on the ground. The bike path starts at 0.0. So we have 7.5 miles to ride. And I am burned out. I am thirsty. I've got the water bottle, but not going to do that yet. So is anybody still watching? I did a bike review on the tube of a bike seat. And so I showed how to put the bike on the seat on the bike. And then I sat on the bike so that I could explain how a bike could irritate with your, what is it, the perineum or whatever that is, and irritate you in the blood circulation, and how you want the seat to fit a certain way. Somebody watched the video and said she watched until she saw that part of the video and then she turned it off. Alright, like, sorry people, but as video people that make these YouTube videos, we don't make them so that everybody out there is happy with how we do it. We make them to educate and to show people things, and if you don't like it, don't watch. So she was trying to get her point across that I lost a view. I don't care. I deleted her message. Alright, we got some surfers. Let's See, this is where the rotate part is neat. Hey, now the handlebar, the bracket's rotating. Man, are all these people out here surfers? Oh my God. Are these are surfers. All right, I'm gonna have to pull over in a minute and show you all these surfers down here, which is gonna make the ride even longer. Oh my gosh, look at this crap. Look at this bracket. Unbelievable. This is really not making me happy with this. So those are all surfers down there. I'd love to stop, but I want to get over to the pier so I can get some water, so I can stop for a minute. Hopefully find a bike shop to tighten this bracket. Okay. So I think this is where a helmet bracket might be really nice, but as far as rotation, I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing to do it. I'd have to turn my head, which could work, but I'll probably buy it and the handlebar bracket and ship this one back. Oh my gosh, I'm thirsty. Oh, protein shake. I should have brought that in my bag. So we're getting towards the Manhattan Beach Pier in another mile. And I think there's a bike shop over there. So I'm posted at 9.2. I mean, this Sherwood bracket, this machines so well with the ratchet and the quality of the machining, but the screws that hold this on, just not good. Not good at all. Alright, so getting a much better ride on this than on the folding. I'm feeling it in my thighs, which I might be saying if I was riding the folding bike. I don't know if I'm going faster on this. I don't think I am. Again, the handlebars are totally different for me, leaning forward. But I like the bike. So we're getting towards the bike shop soon. riding for 40 minutes. I've done 5 miles. That's pathetic. So I'm probably doing about a 6-mile-an-hour ride, which means this will take me 2.5 to 3 hours easily. But I think once I stop and get some water, I'll be better. Caught it just in time. All right. Yeah, once this thing is tightened down, I think I'll be a little bit more comfortable to focus and ride. I thought I was going to have some pulling in the back and the shoulder area. I don't, but it's still kind of awkward leaning forward for me. It's a very mild lean. Got a lot of editing to do to remove this camera flopping all over the place, looking downward on the ground. Six miles, only 1.5 miles. That's so sad. But at least I'm keeping a steady pace. I don't know if I could say the same with the folding bike. I'm starting to feel it in the, not on the seat bones. Yeah, I guess from the seat bones to the seat bones inward and from the seat bones outward, I feel it a little bit. And I'm not that far into this ride. So I don't know how people do 100-mile-a-day rides. I could never do that. And those thin seats that these things come with, I couldn't handle those either. So I'm just coasting right now. Just trying to get through this. Got a group of people over to the side. Bikers and visitors. So I think the bike shop is in Manhattan. It might be in Hermosa. Or maybe there are a couple. I don't know. Getting over to the Manhattan Pier right now. Looking forward to getting home and seeing what this GoPro video is all about. All right, I pressed the right button this time, the correct button this time to switch gears. Building up some speed. We are almost at the pier. And the reason I'm not going to keep this bracket is because I don't want to have to keep torquing down on the handlebars. I don't think they're going to bend, but I don't want to have to keep torquing down. And I don't want to have to carry a wrench. Normally I stop at the pier, take some photos. I think I'm just going to stop and get some water. Which will help a lot. I am definitely glad that I'm doing this in 720p. Make this at 4K. I'd be spending way too much time dealing with the batteries and looking to see if they're low. And they don't really give you an easy way to know if the batteries are going down. Alright, let me stop over here. Thank you. Okay, I do not see a bike shop around here. Maybe it's in Hermosa, which is just like another mile and a half down the road. For me, a mile and a half is about an hour. You gonna let me go, or are you gonna cut me off? Alright, I wanted to switch gears, but I figured get that leg pump, burn some calories. I'm tired, I'm burned out. Yeah, I'm not somebody who handles this stuff that well. I'm not in shape for it, and the long endurance is just really tough for me. Probably because I don't sleep good, so I'm lacking in sleep. Okay, they were too busy renting bikes, so I couldn't get any help. And that might be what I'm dealing with the rest of the way. Okay, I'm still looking for a cycle shop. Food. See somebody's legs over the wall. So I like the handlebar, but I wish I was able to have it a little higher so I could actually have it right in front of my face. I could see what I'm recording. But I guess that's not going to happen. Hopefully I'm recording now. Looking for another bike shop.
And it's not this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to finish it off. It's not that far away. Probably have 5 more miles to go. But I'm coasting pretty well. 9 miles an hour. So I would say overall the Trek is a really nice bike. It's a lot less stress, stress to ride. I'm not as exhausted, even though I am exhausted. See, this is the bike path. Let's take over both sides of it walking. Now, when I was on the, I don't know if you could even hear my voice. We'll find out when I do the editing. But when I was using the folding bike, a lot more struggle. This is geared better. So it's just the constant exertion instead of struggle, relax, struggle, relax. So it's much easier for me. But I am going to spend the money and get the handlebars raised. They said try a few rides and see. And I can handle it. It's not that bad, but I just don't like to lean forward. Even though I'm not leaning that far forward. I like to sit up. Bracket is holding. But I'm just so pissed off about this bracket, I'll return it just because I'm pissed. And Amazon's pretty good about that. Oh my goodness. That was fine. Oh boy. I don't think there are any bike shops anywhere near here. Maybe in Redondo there might be. So I'm almost at Redondo, or I'm in Redondo. Gonna be at the Redondo Pier soon. And if I was on the folding bike, I'd just be cranking out right now. I'm not cranking out, but I don't think I have to because I'm doing a nice coast. And it's good. And I am dehydrated. So I think at Redondo I'll stop for 5 minutes, get some water, and then finish off to Torrance.
Trying to build a new one.
Torrance PV. Bracket is holding. What a piece of junk. What a disappointment. Oh my God. Edit that crap out that I just passed by. There's more crap. Oh boy. So I'm down to 7 miles an hour. I'm just coasting and cruising on this, not really pedaling hard like I should be. Kind of doing what I did on the what I did on the folding, just cruising and coasting, not really moving well. I'll check the battery power when I get to the end, see where I'm at. Oh gosh, see, I brought everything, I had everything on the bed ready to take, and I left my gloves on the bed, so I wasn't ready. I messed up. Gonna be interesting to see. I don't know if I'm burning as many calories as I did on the folding bike. I'm not riding as hard. I'm not straining, but it is much smoother, so I don't know. It's easier for me, which means I should be able to go for a longer distance, but I don't like the handlebars so low. I'm not used to it. See, that's why this bracket is cool. You can rotate it. I think the ultimate bracket would be you could rotate it. It was up about 4 or 5 inches, maybe like a foot, so that you could see the screen if you needed to. And it held onto the handlebars without rotating and flopping around. Is that a bike place? International Boardwalk or food. Yeah, I'm just not all with it. I'm really burned out. A lot of smoke around here. I think it's a barbecue or something, or grilling. A lot of restaurants. I'm looking for a bike place. I see nothing. Even a little tool shop. I need a tool shop. Okay, so we're in an underground garage, minimal lighting, bike route, no people. There's usually a guy down here playing his guitar. So I'm going to stop for some water. Almost halfway down. Oh, you get that? Get some water. Hour and 12 minutes, 9.5 miles. That's a real slow ride. Really slow, very slow. As bad as on the 20-inch folding. I might not be able to get a tool to tighten this or a bike shop. I see no bike shops around here. Just that one that was renting. All right, people, we got about half a mile or a mile to go, and then I'll walk the bike area. That's good, because that's what I'm doing. Then I'll be at the end. Oh, boy. So I'll go home and edit and see if we got that sexy belly in the video. This thing better be recording or I'm going to be pissed. Alright, what do we have left? Now I got my extra win. 9.63 miles in 14 and a half minutes. This should be a quick ride. Now I'm riding good. Now I'm riding at a pace I should be riding, which is 11 miles an hour. That's about what I should be doing. That's Rancho Palos Verdes in the back. RPV. TV Estates. We're in Redondo. We're heading over towards Torrance. The borderline at the end of the path is Redondo Beach and Torrance. Look at this. Let's take over the whole path. Feeling the burn in the legs. Whoa, am I feeling it? We're still doing about 11 miles an hour. Which is a lot better than the 7 that I was doing before. Now I'm feeling the burn in the thighs because I'm trying harder. So what it comes down to is I spent about $400 to make this video. Buying the new GoPro, the batteries, the charger, the bracket, and how many times can I record this? Okay. Yep, people can hear you talking to the recorder. Alrighty, people, let me go zoom over back there, get that on vid. I would say 1/3 of this ride I've been pushing the bracket back up on the handlebar and holding it up while I ride, which sucks. So we're almost at the end. I'm looking for the writing on the ground, which will say how far. When you get to the Redondo Torrance line, it's 0-0 on the ground. So we are if anybody is still watching this video, which I doubt, but if anybody's still watching it, let me know. I know the normal view duration on a video on YouTube is about 3.5 minutes, and this is going to be about a 3-hour video, which I don't expect anybody to watch. It's going to take me hours to upload. Oh, is that burning? let's go into a heavy gear and try to get this thing finished. As the handlebar starts flipping, as the camera starts dropping. Alright, let's see, who do we have here? We have beaches and harbors. I don't know if that's Redondo or the county. It's a county beach. It always pisses county people that are supposed to keep these beaches maintained. And there's all this sand, and every time I come out here, it's never cleaned up, or rarely cleaned up, let me say that. Oh boy, am I struggling now. And I shouldn't be. The left handle, number 2 gear, and the right is number 8 out of 9. Look at all this sand down here. They could clean this up every day. And they should. They should do a lot of stuff. Oh my God, when does this thing end? So there is no way that I could go harder in the gearing on this thing. I'm feeling it now and hurting. Riding through the sand is not the most stable thing to be doing. Definitely need that brake. Where the heck does this thing end? It should be coming up soon. I remember the first time I rode my bike, I rode to Manhattan Beach Pier, and I thought I was going to fall over and die. I was so burned out. I had never done a ride like that before. I hadn't ridden in forever. And then after a couple times, I decided let's go to Torrance, which is a 10-mile ride in each direction. And I was hurt. And then the next few times that I did it, it was a very easy thing for me. And that's on a folding bike. So this bike, right now, I am getting a massive thigh workout. I'm in a hard gear for me. All thigh workout. And I'm gonna stop in a minute and get some water, eat some crackers, and make sure this camera was recording. Come on, let's go. Okay, people, this is 0 miles an hour. 0 miles. Alright people, we're heading back. Hour and 35 minutes, 11 miles, 11.54 miles. Just went through one battery. I'm just going to head on back. Hopefully I can do this in an hour. Just have some crackers and water. Look at all this sand. The glare is unbelievable. So one thing I found out, at 720p, GoPro can go on the original battery brand new for an hour. About an hour and a half. I thought they said 3 hours. That's what it said originally, 3 hours, but it didn't last that long. I was recording while I was stopping, so I don't know. So this bracket goes back. Check out my channel. Cannot go with your baby without talking on the cell phone. Check out my channel. I did a video on the, I think it's called Artman batteries, the 3-pack of batteries with the charger for like 28 bucks. That's what I'm using now, one of their spare batteries. Otherwise this video would not be happening. So it's a really good price. I think the GoPro batteries are like 20 bucks. And I know you get what you pay for, but I figure the Artman batteries are 200 milliamps more than the GoPro, and you get 3 of them. And a charger for $8 more than if you just bought a GoPro battery. So I'm glad I bought it. I'm not happy that I bought the SureWow bracket. I like the bracket for the ratchet, but this whole ride has been ratchet because of this bracket. I'll be glad when I get away from the dirt. Once I get to Manhattan, it's just all downhill from, not downhill, but downhill from there. It's a 6-mile ride. I really should stop and go to the bathroom. I should stop and fill up the water bottle, which I'm going to do at Redondo. I'll fill up the bottle right at the pier. Then I'll get out of here. Coasting at 10 miles an hour. Oh, that bracket. Darn, I hate that thing. Alright, I think I'm away from the sand. Let's put it into a heavier gear. Let's do a little bit of riding. This is normally what I do. My best is on the way back. Anybody still watching? Probably not. I think I'm going to watch this whole video. All 3 hours of my 20-mile ride. Well, that was not a good cough. Ugh. Yeah, I'd really like to have this hand. Oh. Bracket. Hate it. Keep keeps rotating. Mr. Muscle Man here. Going up the stairs. Alright, I'll turn this towards the ocean in a minute. Bracket is holding. Cardio-wise, I'm doing a lot better than I thought. That's why I am not sure how well I'll do on a calorie burn compared to the last ride. But it's much more enjoyable of a ride. Even though I'm not riding fast. I think we saw that explosive belly in the other direction. Yikes. That is what you call a diabetic nightmare. Got a long ride ahead of me. A long ride. There's that county vehicle again going in the other direction. Now I'm cruising at 14 miles an hour. Before, I was struggling to do 9. I'm not sure if it is the food that gave me that energy. 8 little Ritz peanut butter crackers and some water. I don't know what it is, but I always seem to do better on the way back. Is it a mental thing? Is it the blood sugar? It's certainly not the water. Boy, do I have to go to the bathroom, but I really don't want to go into one of the county bathrooms now. So let me see if I can ride this out for an hour and a half or an hour. I'm not really sweating. Yep, he doesn't want to follow the rules. There he goes.
Like I had a house and everything.
I sold the house. I know that Frick makes a bracket. Probably cost a fortune to put the GoPro on there. I'll have to price it out. They are definitely not for the U.S. because they're in shape. 50% of the U.S. is massively overweight, obese. So I'm going to fill up the water bottle. Come on. All right, people, I got water. And we're going to do this. Zoom. All right, we're leaving the Redondo here. Hopefully I can do a nice quick ride home within about an hour. 40 minutes would be ideal, but I don't think I can do it. I really need to go to the bathroom. And I am tired. But it's a good ride. I definitely like the bike. No doubt about it. I just need to get in better shape. Get in better shape and fix this bracket thing up, and I'll be good. I'll be good for another ride. Maybe fix the handlebars. Let's get some view of the pier. Starting to feel that cold breeze. I'm riding into the wind, so it's it should be a harbor ride, but a cooler ride, maybe too cold. Go home, take a shower, some video I want to shoot later. Ship this thing out tomorrow. All right. Maybe this bracket won't move that much and I can get a good ride home. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't think I have anything planned for Friday. Today's Thursday. No, is today Friday? I'm all mixed up. What is today? Today's, oh boy, This is bad. I did this morning. I think I told somebody see you tomorrow, and yeah, today's got to be Thursday because somebody told me yesterday or this morning that they're working tomorrow, and I said have a good weekend. So it's Thursday. Yeah, that's right. So Friday I'll take the bike into the shop. I'll leave it there. It's probably not going to be cheap having that handle extension put on, but you know, if you're spending this much money on a bike, you may as well finish it off and do it right. Okay, time to break. Ooh, it's starting to get warm out now. Yeah, my body's starting to feel this ride. We're almost at 2 hours, which is we're insane for this ride. $14.25 miles. Okay, so now I'm in gear 3 on the left side, and it's much harder, but I'm cruising a lot better. It's definitely using more muscle power, but I'm going a lot further. It's a good ride. It's a really good ride. It's a harder ride, but I go further. It propels me much further. I don't understand these people that take their dogs hiking and they take them to the camping. The dogs get hurt. They take them, they pull them along on their skateboard or their bike. Even if the dog is in shape, that's not good for a dog's heart. Cruising along, just got a message. That's funny. I just got a message from the company that, you just heard my cell phone go off. I just got a message from the company that makes the bracket that I'm complaining about. I told them I made a video review. And again, my only complaint is the screws. I cannot use this because of the screw mounting. Cruising along at 13.1 miles per hour. It's a very good ride. Feels good. If the goal wasn't to do this 20-mile ride, it would be really even more relaxing. Slow down. lot of people on their bikes here are tourists renting bikes. That's why they walk on the bike path and they don't care. And a lot of them are locals that just don't care. I just want to get this thing done. I'm doing 15 miles an hour. The sign says 8 miles an hour. There's 14 and I'm doing 14. Yes. Slow down a little now. Danger zone over here. People getting on their bike, people crossing over, people making wheelies. Person, oh boy. So I'm looking forward to getting home and seeing what the company says about my review. Which I'll leave up. It is a good bracket. It's a very good bracket. Just the mounting is not good, and I don't want to deal with the mounting problem. So, and a lot of the reviews complained that the bracket wasn't big enough for the newer bikes, the newer handles. The thicker handles, the wider handles. Which is kind of true. That's what I need. I need one of those things that goes around the back that holds stuff. I think that's better for me than a water reservoir backpack. Right now I've got a little wimpy fanny pack on the side that holds the cell phone and some crackers. So I'm feeling a little pain in the shoulders from leaning downward. Not a lot, but I'll get that extra bracket. I know it's going to cost money. A lot. Even on a bike like this, I just like to sit up straight. Let's just take over the whole bike side. There we go. Thank you. Those guys on the left that just passed, they said, you know he's got money, and they were looking at a big house with an empty lot. I'll tell you, honey, that walking is not going to drop those pounds at all. Alright, so where are we at? The ride back is much better. Much better. Where is the pier? The pier's way out there. Like another mile to get to Manhattan or Hermosa Pier. Okay, nobody leave comments about any of that. Ba 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 boom. Cruising along in a heavy gear. I don't know if it's considered a low gear or a high gear. I don't know what they call those. But I hope this video is cool. I don't know. You see the beach? So, I need to find a way to get this camera up about 6, maybe 10 inches, 12 inches above the handlebars so I get a better view. Maybe that's where the helmet bracket comes in. I think I'm going to buy that helmet bracket and I'll try that out next time. Slow down. I know it's cool out here, but the ground is hot. And the ground's probably about 80 degrees. You don't walk your dog on these hot grounds. Look at this. Okay, let's try to get that. Yikes. That was close. Guy could have killed that dog. Could have killed her. Is that girl up there still? Unbelievable. It's a good thing I was coasting. That could have been very dangerous. Very dangerous. I think that's her up there. If that's true, I'm doing 13 miles an hour. Look at the speed on her. Just checking to make sure it's still recording. The bracket is really acting up now. It's very loose. How fast am I going? I'm going 12 miles an hour. Look at the speed of her. Unbelievable. Look at that girl go. Hopefully she keeps going. 13 miles an hour. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're running like 13 miles an hour or more. It's unbelievable.
Oh, okay. We're done.
Yeah?
Next 8 miles.
How many miles?
8.
Wow, good for you. She said she did an 8-mile run. That girl was flying. I was going 12 miles an hour and she was passing me, or she was getting ahead of me. All right. I think I just passed the, is that the Hermosa pier? I have no idea where I'm at. Was that Hermosa or Manhattan? I think that was Manhattan. No, that was Hermosa. Let's check the mileage. Man, I've been riding for 2 hours. No. I've been riding for 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm 17 miles in, which means that might have been Manhattan. 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know. I think that was Manhattan. I think I was so interested in watching how fast she was running. I had no idea where I was. I'm starting to feel it in the lower back. Doing okay for the seat. Bracket was flopping all over the place. Yeah, I think that was Manhattan. We're at 575. We need to go 4 miles. Oh my goodness. I want to get this ride finished. I am burned out. Looks like the El Segundo power plant up there. I'm going to lower the gear on the left. And I'm going to increase it on the right. Let's see what happens. Oh, is that a hard ride? Maybe maybe it will move me along faster. My legs are doing good. My knees are feeling really good. The seat bones are good. The crotchal area, not as great. So maybe I need a little bit more padding in the shorts. Maybe I need to double up. Let's go easier on this. $6.25. Got about 3 or 4 miles to go. And I can shut this camera eye off. Oh my God. Okay, now I'm sitting straight up. I don't have as much pain in that crotch area. I've got more pressure on the seat bones sitting straight up. But I think I just need a little more padding on the seat. Forearms are getting sore because I'm stretching. I'm definitely stretching. Wow, I thought the camera was going to slip. It's a good ride. It's a very good ride. Sorry, the bracket slipped again. Coasting at about 13. I'm doing a lot better on the ride. Forearms are definitely sore from leaning, for stretching. Alright, let's do something, people. Very nice. And after I shut off the camera, I still have another couple miles to go. So it's not over yet. But I will say, unlike the folding bike, I'm not exhausted. The folding bike, I was... Okay, when I started off, I was exhausted. After I did the water and the crackers, I was much better. But with the folding bike, by the time I got home, I was in so much pain, I could barely move. I could barely finish the ride is what was going on. I had to walk the last couple miles. That's nice. Stand out here at a beautiful ocean. Nice breezy, beautiful day. And breathe in cigar smoke to give yourself lung cancer. And esophageal cancer and throat cancer and tongue cancer. Yeah, I know about that. My grandfather, he smoked cigars his whole life. Having problems with his mouth and his tongue, so they took him into surgery, cut him open, cancer everywhere, and at that point you got to close him up because you can't remove it, and if you keep it open it spreads. And they closed him right up. I remember going to the hospital with my dad. My grandfather was on the bed, totally out. I don't remember if he was conscious at the time. My dad and I were in there. I was really young. And he looked at my grandfather, his dad, and called the nurse in and said, "He's got blood on his tongue." What does that mean? She said that means he's not going to be alive in a very short amount of time. And he died that night or that morning, that day, the next day. So, and then after that, my dad never smoked a cigar again the rest of his life. So people that smoke cigarettes are crazy. They're asking for a very unhappy end of life. People that vape, they're asking for the same thing. People that chew tobacco, mouth, tongue cancer, throat cancer. I just don't understand people and their addictions. You know, they say they enjoy it, but how do you enjoy putting smoke in your mouth and your lungs? Do you enjoy sitting behind a car inhaling the gas fumes or the exhaust fumes? Alright, so I'm slowing way down now. I'm starting to burn out. We're at 19 miles, so I've got about 2 miles to go. Seat bone's not hurting that bad still. It's the area right in the center. How do you describe that? I guess the perennials are flowers. Perennium? The area where the legs and the butt meet. That tight area on both sides. That's where it's a little irritate. That is the extent of my Espanol. So, is anybody still watching this video? Probably not. I'm going to take about 10 hours to edit this thing and upload it. And I'm probably going to have about 10 views at maybe 1 minute duration for viewing. Hands are sore, wrists are sore. Starting to feel a little tightness in the forehead, and the left sinus, and the eye socket where I'm plugged up a little bit. I'm really going to feel this tonight. My thigh muscles are getting a mucho grande el workout de el peno, ouch, ouch. So this is going to be a good workout. I wish I knew how many calories I'm burning. If you own a Garmin and your Garmin is not showing, if it's only showing time but it's not showing speed or distance, go check out my channel. I did a video, first time using it. This is a GoPro, first time using it on a bike. And check out my video if you've never used a GoPro, you want to know how to set it up, or some of the basic things you're going to run into that I ran into. Check out the channel if you want to see the GoPro at 4K. Shot in wide format. This is being shot in 720. Mainly because of the battery, and I knew this was going to be a long ride, even though I have more than enough batteries at home. I only brought one spare. Let me go downshift. See if that makes it easy for me to do the hill, which I struggled with on the... Let's go into... Alright, that was the wrong button. Alright, the bracket's flopping all over. We're almost done with the ride. And I can turn this thing off. 8 on the ground. We're still holding both screws in the bracket. So what is it, $25 for a flight? Skydiving? No thanks. I'd be petrified. I'm almost done, so the ride is getting harder. I'm tired and I'm burned out, and it's been a long morning, a long ride, a long 3 hours almost of riding and heavy duration of accelerated energy output and heart rate, so I'm sore. And I'm burning the calories while that guy's on a motorized scooter and he's 40 pounds overweight, maybe 100. And he's not even paying for the scooter, he's just standing on it and pushing it with his foot. So, getting closer. I'd like to gear up harder, crank this thing out downhill. I don't know if I'm going to. When I do that, the camera goes flopping all over. Alright, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I didn't. So when you go into gears that make it much harder to pedal, is that going in a lower gear or a higher gear? Alright, almost home. Well, not almost home, but almost done. Oh, this is hurting. A hard gear to pedal now. I'm feeling it. I'm going to get out of that gear so I can make it home. Looking at all the tables of the people out here camping, their motorhomes. Everybody's got soda, sugar. Good way to become a diabetic and rot out your body and organs. Electric bike. People with their dogs on a hot ground. Dog looks like it's going to pass out. What the hell are these people thinking? Alright, I'm going to cross on a bike path with an electric bike. My wrist is really sore from holding this camera. And that alone means this thing goes back tomorrow to Amazon. There's another electric bike. I just want to stretch out, but I can't because I have to hold this camera up. We're almost done. We got like another mile. From the seat because I'm hurting. I am sore. I'm uncomfortable, not like the with the trying to think of the word, but the brain's not working because I'm worn out. Not like the folding bike where I was in major pain and could not function at all. This, I'm just a little uncomfortable. many areas. And I think I'm going to get off the bike in a minute and walk it for a couple minutes just to stop the pain. Do I want to do that? I really want to get home. I've got about a quarter mile till I get to the end of this camera bike riding video. Last time I took the wrong exit and I had to walk on a busy road. So I'm not going to do that this time. I am beat. Ugh. Let me lower this thing down a gear and just coast it. Oh boy, I really need more water, and I probably need more, I'm trying to think of the right word, sugar stuff that they put in those drinks. Alright, I'm looking, I've got maybe another half mile. Exhaustion level is really building up. So there's building over here. I think I'm going to go around it and get off the bike path. I don't know how women ride bikes. They got a lot more junk down there than us guys do in a different way. I don't know how they handle it. That guy on the electric bike again. There's one exit. Where's the exit? It's past it. Got two more lifeguard towers to pass and then I'm done. There's a one. And I'll take this bracket off. Other electric bike. Nothing like cruising. I know they're doing it for sightseeing and it's a nice day. Come on. Get off that bike. You're not that old. You shouldn't be that lazy. And ride. Oh. I am feeling it now. I'm feeling it with the energy. The butt definitely hurts. Crotchal area hurts, but I'm just drained. Where are we at? 2.5 miles, 2.5 hours, 21.41 miles. Totally unaware of what's going on in this world. Totally unaware. Let's just cross and not look. Have I lost the screws yet? Boy, this bracket's just flopping around. This bracket is almost ready to fall off. Where is my exit? Oh boy. Trying to find the exit road. My nose is kind of runny right now. It's warm. I'm sore. And I think I'm going to walk this in a minute. My thighs are just hurting on the camera. I can't keep holding it. Alright, let me stop. Ah, Does that feel good? Oh boy, look at this. This camera will not even stay. Oh, I got like another quarter mile to go. I'll walk for a little bit, relax my butt, and see if I can tighten this down, which I don't think I can. Bracket's totally worthless. All right, I want to keep the camera on for the rest of the video. Again, I think all of this I wouldn't have to deal with if I was using a, oh, look at that. We getting that on camera, people? Oh, man. I wouldn't have to deal with all of this if I had a helmet cam bracket. A helmet bracket for the camera. A camera helmet bracket. Would not have to deal with this. But then I wouldn't have that really nice rotation. I'd only have it with my head. But maybe that's the way to go. Seriously, maybe that's the way to go. Okay, so I've done really good for this ride. I want to, so I can shut off this camera. I've got not much more to go. But look at this. I mean, this thing's just wobbling all over. It's not even tight on the handle anymore. So I'm waiting for the screws of the bottom bracket to fall off. Slow coasting. Oh boy, this is ridiculous. This is really crazy. I mean the bracket, not the ride. The ride is tough, but the bracket did not make things any better. Oh my goodness. All right. My fingers are actually holding the camera onto the handlebars, not by the brakes, which is not the way to do it. A little bit more coasting, and I'll be done. That's right, I've got all the sand that I rode through this morning, and I still have to ride through. I'd love to change gears right now, but I don't want to mess with my legs. All right, people, if you got through the video, leave me a message. Let me know if you actually watched it all the way to the end. Don't lie and say you did if you fast forwarded to the last 2 minutes. But if you actually watched it all, good for you. I'm probably going to put a 5,000 commercials ads on this video. An ad every minute for 3 hours. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Do a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you want to donate to my channel, ask for my PayPal info. This is mostly a review channel, so if you want something reviewed, if I can get a hold of it, I'll do the review. Is this my exit? I don't know. I think it is. I made that mistake. Yeah, this, no. I did that last time. I went down this exit. I went up this exit. And I went, oopsie. There's the exit. A little further up. Where that other sign is with the stoplights up there. So I'll tell you how far my mileage is. And then what I'll do when I get home and I edit this video, I'll do a screenshot of the Garmin with my mileage, the calorie burn, and I think my average speed. And thanks for watching. Oh my gosh, am I exhausted? Whoa. Oh no, those people are walking down this dirt side. Yikes. I almost hurt myself. Alright, so this is going to be the end of the video. I am done. It's go up the hill. Oh boy. Yikes. I am at the beach. Man, am I beach. I can barely go through the sand. I'm so tired.